every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS Network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS Network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better.
And the sports animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Yeah, no lag there. One team might be better than the other team no matter who's tired. Or maybe it's just tired. You decide. A tragedy to talk about. Lobos favored in football in a conference? What world are we living in? Ohtani breaks a Bob Gibson record that I tell you will never be broken. How do you know that? I don't, but, well, it just won't. And Lobo baseball lives to see another day. Oh, and Matthew Stafford. Yeah, did we upset you? I'm sorry. Did we cheat on you? Did we flirt with? Let me buy you a 18-karat diamond ring. That's never happened before either. What's up, boys and girls? It is Friday, and a happy Friday to you. It is Friday of a long weekend for many of us. Memorial Day weekend is upon us. It's the opening drive, and thank you for finding us on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. How you living?
What it do?
Ready for a long weekend?
Let's get it.
Yeah, buddy. You got any work? You doing any games? Like, I mean, this is kind of that time of year where you actually you might get a long weekend, huh?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Just the normal stuff.
Big plans? Families? Tea times? What do you got?
Tea time would be nice.
Yeah.
It's a lot family time.
8:02 tomorrow. Tournament. Not very. All right. There's a ton on the plate today. A ton on the plate. You know what? As much as I was going to start with the Knicks and Cavs, let's start local. Because I think this is significant. Although, I mean, not monumental, but a hurdle over which they had to get. Global Baseball had not won a game in the conference tournament since 2017. Ray Birmingham was the head coach back 9 years ago. They beat Nevada last night 13-4 in the elimination game, the first round of the conference tournament. Lenny Ashby hit a 3-run home run early to put the Lobos up. The Wolfpack came back. Ryan Castillo, the former Los Lunas High School star, went 5 2/3 in a start for New Mexico, and then Cooper Corcoran shut the pack down the rest of the way. 3 1/3, gave up 1 hit, struck out 4, no runs. Lobos beat Nevada 13-4 to move into the bracket. They will play San Diego State, who is the top seed today at 105. Lobos swept the Aztecs in the regular season. The one series they played, it was a 3-game series. And it is the first, like I told you, the first win in the conference tournament since 2017, snaps a 5-game losing streak and a convincing win. I don't know if they go on a run here, but man, you got to start knocking down the hurdles that are in front of you, and that was the first one. I'm not going to sit here and tell you huge, but I do think relatively significant.
It's very significant when you haven't won since 2017 in a conference tournament, especially with the momentum that you want to take with you into today, into next season, just show some foundation for the program. And, it's similar to, not the season, but what softball was able to do. Like, they parlayed that into a ton of momentum, hitting the offseason, retaining all of their marquee players, announced they're coming back. And it was how they played late in the season, what they did at the Mountain West tournament. And so you're looking right at baseball saying, all right, you took this first step. Now you're in and ride that wave.
Ashby had 3 hits and 5 runs batted in yesterday. Antonio Gianni drove in 3 runs for the Lobos. So quick turn. They played last night. It's a 1:05 Mountain Time start in Arizona today. You can watch it on the MW. It's still not behind a paywall. It is still free to watch this year, so you can go catch that. The Lobo baseball survives and advances. They go into the main bracket. And again, they play San Diego State as a double elimination tournament. On the other side was Air Force just pumped UNLV, right? Like 17-2 or something. Is that what I saw?
Yeah.
Yeah, something crazy like that. So that's where we are here. Yeah, they run ruled them. It was what was the final score here? It was 17-2. That would be the number. All right, so we got that. Hoops last night. Actually, the hockey was almost more intriguing because it was I don't know if it was more compelling, more competitive, but it was
a shocker.
It was a shocker, right?
Montreal riding that momentum, 4 first period goals
after Carolina scores 30 seconds in, right? Carolina had 11-day rest. They were saying it was the longest playoff rest or time off, however you want to say it, since 1919. No team had that many days off, because Carolina swept their last series and Montreal extended it to 7. In fact, Carolina had played the minimum amount of games that you could play to get to this point. That would be 8. And Montreal had played the maximum games that you could get to this point. That would be 14. And they played 2 days ago, did Montreal. And so you figure, wow, I mean, Carolina's got an obvious advantage. They're at home. They're rested. They're healthy. They score 30 seconds into the game. And then all of a sudden, they're down 4-1 at the first intermission. They get beat 6-2. I was a bit of a stunner with Montreal winning last.
No doubt the way they won.
Yeah.
And confidence is a heck of a thing. I think Carolina's a confident team, but momentum in sports can take you to another level. And we saw that from Montreal, and I think it can be an intriguing series. I still like Carolina in this, but we've seen it in sport, and especially in hockey, that the right team just rides the wave. In Montreal, it feels like they could be that team.
To me, hockey is the most unpredictable playoffs we have. Baseball, you get a hot pitcher, but you get a hot goaltender. Or you get a team that's riding a wave, man. I mean, we've watched 8 seeds come up and win the Stanley Cup in recent history. You don't really see that. You don't see a lot of 7 seeds in the National Football League coming up and win. But to me, the most unpredictable playoffs tend to be hockey. So you had that last night. Avs and Vegas Golden Knights tonight up in Denver. All right, the hoops last night. Knicks beat the Cavs, beat them down 109-93. I told you, I mean, do you consider this a rout? I mean, they were in control the whole way. Like, this game was never in doubt, right? I told you I thought they were going to handle them, and I mean, whatever, they covered the spread. Josh Hart was your dude last night with 26 points. Donovan Mitchell had 26 for the Cavs. I just, a couple of things, and I know the numbers aren't going to match up here, but they kind of do because, the garbage time at the end. You miss 10 free throws like they do, and with all due respect, like you've got to be better than 69% free throw shooting at the highest level of professional basketball, don't you? And the Knicks weren't much better. They were 57% at 8 for 14. But when you're not making your threes, and Cleveland was 9 of 35 from three-point land, that's 26%. And then they go up there and they just miss. Oh, he missed them both. Oh, he missed them both in a game that, it's hovering around 8, 9, 10, 7 points. 2 free throws is a big damn difference in the fourth quarter. And I know that's not what cost them the game. I'm not pretending that. But for crying out loud, I mean, be better than that. I don't know why do I think professional basketball players should shoot better than 69% in a big game from the free throw line? Because they should.
They should. If they hit 5 more, they still lose that game.
No, I get that.
I think it was just and kind of went about or told everything about their night. Missed shots, got looks, couldn't hit it. 9 of 35 from 3, plus missing at the free throw line. It just kind of added to the story that was the Cavs' night of you had some opportunities, you have to step up. They did not, and they changed their game plan. They did. They're like, all right,
we're
going to leave Josh Hart open because we want to try to focus on Jalen Brunson. And Brunson's like, okay, I'm just going to drop 14 assists on you as Josh Hart ends up hitting 5 3-point shots.
Yeah. It's somewhat reminiscent of the Oklahoma City thing, where the Spurs are completely focusing on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, as they should, and Alex Caruso's been wide open, and he's hit shot, right? The difference, and in Cleveland had their open looks. Look, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I think the Knicks played insanely good defense. Cleveland missed a lot of good looks. Don't you think? I mean, Sam Merrill, who is that's what he does. He was 0 for 7 from three-point land last night. Mitchell was 2 for 7. Harden was 3 for 7. I thought they had good looks. Donovan Mitchell after the game said, I'm fine with what we're doing offensively. He said, we're getting the looks we want. We just got to make shots. I don't think he's wrong. They make 3-4 of those shots that you figure they normally make, and they're right in the game. Yeah, the Knicks are better to me, but Cleveland makes some shots. Because I don't. If you're Kenny Atkinson, what do? You know what I do? Rest, dude. Go home, get some rest. Come in and get some treatment and rest. You want to go out and shoot, take some shots and figure it out? I guess James Harden was out there working on his 3-point shot all day on the off day. Okay, cool. He was 3 of 7 from three-point land. He went 6 for 15 at 18 points. I don't know if there's enough. Like, if Mitchell and Harden and Merrill aren't going to make shots, they're not going to win. They just can't. They just can't.
To still want on the road, you have to have a really good game where it's just like, wow, where did that come from?
We've watched this type of thing over years. The road team has game 1-1, O-N-E, space W-O-N, has game 1-1, and then blows it and gets in their head. And I look, this could be a short series. It feels like Knicks in 5 to me. It really does. I think Cavs will get one at home, but they had game 1 at home, and all of a sudden this is a different feel. Even if last night ends the way it does, if you're going back 1-1, it's a different feel. And the Cavs, I thought they felt broken after that game where they gave it away, and they kind of looked like they felt broken after last night, after giving one away, and then they can't make a shot. Maybe it's different when they're home. They're a different team at home, right? They've been really, 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 really good in the playoffs. In fact, they've lost one time, right? That was the last time out. Well, maybe it turns around, but I just don't know where I see it.
I don't see it.
No. All right, guest list today. Ben Gasparich, the head professional at the San Diego Golf Club. He will be with us coming up at 9 o'clock. We will get you a golf tip Fix Your Game. We will talk about last week's PGA Championship where Aaron Rai came out of the pack and won. We will talk about what's going on this week at the Byron Nelson. We'll talk golf with him coming up at 9 o'clock this morning. We got a lot to do today. NASCAR fan. I want to get into Kyle Busch and his passing and the suddenness of that and what it means to that sport and just the suddenness of a star, whether it's in his prime or at the back end of his career. I mean, the suddenness of that. I want to get into that. What it means that Lobo football is favored. We've never had this conversation around here as we go into a season. Lobo football being favored. Ohtani did something that never been done before, again, and I don't think will ever be broken. We got a lot to do. Let's go. 505-246-0610 is how to get here. 505-246-0610. Yes, we will hope. Your emails come in, Jeff at sportsanimалabq.com. JJ at sportsanimалabq.com. On the X, it's _JJ Buck. Adrian's producing on the television side. We are on Xfinity Channel 26 throughout the state of New Mexico. We are on our Facebook page, the OD and the AM, and we are on the YouTube channel for ProView Network. So lots of ways for you to consume the program today. Well, I'll let you know, Cumulus Media, Albuquerque, Bernalillo County Department of Behavioral Health Services, and Santa Fe County DWI program, Sandoval County, Glasheen Bias, and Interman Injury Lawyers, Sandia Resort and Casino, and the New Mexico Department of Transportation have announced details for a safe ride option for Memorial Day holiday. Take a Ride on Us provides Bernalillo and Sandoval County residents the ability to take advantage of a safe ride option instead of driving under the influence during celebrations in which alcohol consumption is common. So rather than drive under the influence this weekend, from 10 a.m. on May 22nd, that would be today, through 2 a.m. on May 26th, Bernalillo and Sandoval County residents can open your Uber app and under vouchers, add the code NMMD, as in New Mexico Memorial Day, NMMD 26. By using that code, riders will receive a credit of up to $10 off of 2 trips. The maximum number of trips available is 2,500, so this is first come, first served. The credit can only be used for rides, not Uber Eats, and not the discount. The discount does not cover tips. The code NMMD26. Remember that. Download your Uber app and under vouchers, take advantage of that. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Zone.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best. ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now. Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66, built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com.
Profess to be an expert when it comes to anything, certainly let alone this. But I do know enough to know what Kyle Busch meant to NASCAR and the series, a 2-time series champion. He won more races across NASCAR's 3 national series than any driver in the history of that sport. And then he died suddenly yesterday at the age of 41. It's the opening drive, Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. JJ, when this one hit yesterday afternoon, it was almost like a wait, what? Because you want to talk about it just out of nowhere, and I'm like, I kind of watch everything, and like, didn't he win last weekend? Like, wasn't that 5 days ago or something? And afterwards, and I didn't hear this until yesterday, but he said you enjoy each one because you never know when it's going to be the last, which was really eerie hearing yesterday. But his family and his team issued a joint statement saying that he died after being hospitalized earlier in the day. It was a result of what they're saying is severe illness 3 days prior. He was going to compete at the Coca-Cola 600 in Charlotte. There is no cause of death that has been released yet. But he was, JJ, this one, I don't know how this hit you. And I'm not going to pretend like I'm a big Kyle Busch fan, that I followed it. I'm not the guy that follows NASCAR super closely, but certainly peripherally. And if there's a name you knew in today's NASCAR, it would probably be this one. This one just dropped out of nowhere, and it just, I don't know, it was a mortality reality check for me.
Yes, there's no really other way to describe it when someone passes away like that. It comes out of nowhere. I know he has been sick, and they were talking about after last race he was asking for a doctor to deal with some issues that he was having. But Kyle Busch was an exceptional talent that was able to win races in multiple disciplines, and he was as a fireball. He's a headline guy, and then you kind of saw his evolution. He was still a great character for the sport, but became one of the mainstays.
Yes. Yeah, and is probably as big of a name as there was in today's NASCAR. So I guess we were referring to 11 days ago. He radioed to his crew near the end of the race at Watkins Glen, asking for a doctor to give him a shot after he finished the race. This was on the TV broadcast. He evidently was struggling with sinus cold that they say was exacerbated by the intense G-forces and the elevation changes at the course there, which is kind of crazy. Elevation changes. How severe is it in New York? I'm not sure, but he finished that race in 8th place. He competed at Dover last weekend. He won the Truck Series. He was 17th in the NASCAR race. This one's nuts. I'll lean on you a little bit. 505-246-0610. Those of you who do follow the NASCAR, and I know there's many of you, if you want to help with perspective as far as what it means to the sport, please do. But here's a guy who's 9th on the all-time Cup Series wins list. He's won the 9th most ever. 2-time NASCAR Series champion. He holds the record for combined wins in NASCAR's top 3 series at 234. He holds the wins record for the Truck Series at 59. He won a Cup Series race in 19 straight seasons, which is a record. Which, is it fair to compare it to golf, saying you win a tournament 19 years in a row?
It's fine comparison.
Right? I mean, with how many competitors you're up against every week. I mean, to win at least 19 years in a row. He competed in 397 straight starts in the Cup Series, the 4th longest active streak behind Joey Logano. It was just a stunner, this one was. And you start, if you didn't know about the character, and then you start learning about the character, who he was, the evolution of the man, the cocky guy that came in and the rubbing and is racing guy, the super aggressive guy that towards the end of his life / career was mentoring the young guys on how to race and what's right and what's wrong, and became kind of the pillar of it. Just a stunner. And I just thought we'd be remiss if I know we don't do a lot of NASCAR. I don't know how big NASCAR is necessarily here. You go down south and man, you live it. But I think we'd have been remiss if we go through and didn't recognize, because the biggest name in a big American sport passed away, and it was sudden. And I guess we're probably going to hear a whole lot more over the next few days of what happened, I would imagine, because that's always the question. I do want to know. Don't you? I don't know. I know I don't have the right, but I kind of. What happened? Was it prevent? Like, holy bleep, right? So we'll take a look at that. We'll watch it and learn. But I'd love your thoughts. All right, when we get back, let's hit this little football thing and what this means, because maybe the answer is nothing, and that might be right. Rocky Long might tell you nothing, but what does it mean? Global football is the betting favorite to win the Mountain West? Truth. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Animal.
Looking at traffic on. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744. Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke.
Power job. JJ, so this means what? It just means that there's respect. It means that they've got players back from a team that went 9-4, that there's some stability. It means that the league is different. I'll give you that. Yeah. It is.
Sure. It means it's now or never. And that goes right out to the fan base.
Now or never. Okay.
Like, there's no more excuses.
Okay.
There's no, this isn't, hey, let's build up and see what happens. What's happening is right now. What's happening is you are able to retain some good pieces, have a fantastic defense next season. You have a coaching staff that is good at football, connects with the community. Like, the time is now to buy in. The time is now to be a real one, to get that season ticket, to show up to that stadium and believe the hype, because it's not just coming from sports books, it's coming directly from the head coach. That it is championship or bust.
Yeah, no, he said flat out that, and it's been on our show, he said that in other places. Yeah, no, they're fourth on this list. The top 10 CFP contenders from the group of 6. 1 is Boise State, 2 is UNLV, 3 is James Madison, 4 is New Mexico, 5 is North Dakota State.
So we were looking at 2 different stories.
Okay.
So I didn't see that one.
Yeah. So
you said this was on CBS
This
Sports?
is the ESPN story. This is the ESPN story that says the 10 CFP contenders for the group of 6. They list Boise State 1, UNLV, James Madison, New Mexico, North Dakota State, Memphis, Navy, Miami of Ohio, San Diego State, and UTSA.
I just totally missed that. My bad.
No, that's all right. About New Mexico, it says Jason X. Lobos ended the regular season on a 6-game winning streak and narrowly missed the Mountain West Conference title game. Quarterback Jack Lane, 4 offensive line starters, and linebackers Jackson Eck and Mercury Swaim returning. The Lobos have a fun core for a Mountain West title push and might be underdogs only against Oklahoma.
You ready for this?
Yeah, I think I am. We like it's such a funny way to say it, and it's a good question. I don't know if I think they're better than UNLV, and we're going to find out. UNLV is number 2 on this list. Quote, the story, it says, if anyone can fix former Oklahoma and Auburn quarterback Jackson Arnold, it's Dan Mullen. And if Mullen has a high-level quarterback alongside star Jaden Thomas, his Rebels will be the favorites to win the new look Mountain West. I think it's going to be really close. And the odds makers that have got New Mexico as the favorite have UNLV as a close 2, right? It's not like a runaway favorite. That's why I think the Mountain West is going to be fun. I firmly believe New Mexico, UNLV, North Dakota State, Hawaii, and Air Force are going to be pretty good and competitive. And I looked at the win totals at about 7.5, and I'm like, right? They're yummy right now. But and on the coaching thing in the same story, and you would put this on the story. It says 5 coaches next for a Power 4 job. Now I know you don't want to listen to this, but the number 1 guy is Dan Mullen at UNLV, and number 2 is Jason Eck. It says he has won at challenging programs, Idaho and New Mexico, going 35-17. And he has the right mix of coaching chops and personality that will entice Power 4 athletic director. Eck's roots at Wisconsin as a former offensive lineman under Barry Alvarez are hard to ignore, given the potential opening there. The 48-year-old would be a natural fit in the Big 12, as he has spent most of his career west of the Mississippi River. Enjoy what you have. Don't get caught up in the noise. I know it's going to be hard not to get caught up in the noise, and there's going to be noise this fall, especially if New Mexico has the success that you expect and or / hope they will have, right? But I love the way you just put that. Are you ready for this? You think Lobo fans ready for the expectation?
This is one where I'm saying buy the hype. And a lot of times I want to let my eyes tell me the story.
Yeah.
But you can't be waiting around for these moments in college athletics. Like if it's in front of you, you have to pounce on it.
Yeah. And so what would be a success? Is it only winning the league? I mean, what if they, I don't know, we're 10-2 and losing to UNLV. And so not, and then you go to the championship game, I guess. Because UNLV is going to be good. North Dakota State's going to be good. Hawaii's good. I mean, there's like, you're not head and shoulders above everybody else.
There's nothing easy about winning this league, even in a new look Mountain West.
Right. I mean, do you expect 3-1 in non-conference? You expect them to beat Central Michigan at home. They better beat Mercyhurst. I think you expect them to go down to Cruces and beat New Mexico State this year, just based on what you have back and what they were and are. What they were 4-8. It's a rivalry game. You never know. Those games are always. And then you got the Oklahoma game, where as much as you expect to be competitive, I mean, do Lobo fans expect to go win? I don't think they. I mean, even the cherriest of cherry, right? You say, well, I mean, yeah, we want to go win. Let's go be competitive. Remember what we did at Michigan last year. I want to go win.
Now, when it comes to the CFP teams, that might be the only way you get in is by winning that game. Because I think it's going to be incredibly difficult to jump that ladder this year with the, I think, extra pressure that's going to be on the group of 6 because they're not going to allow multiple teams.
No.
Like that.
So 11-1, or I guess it would end up being 12-1, right? If you win the conference championship, 12-1 with your one loss to Oklahoma, what you're saying might not be good enough. And it might not be. If Boise State runs the table, or there's what's your best win? You're going to say, well, I mean, we beat UNLV twice in that case, right? What's your best win going to be? That's fair. You don't have that game there. You always play your rivalry game. You play your FCS. You play your money game, and then you play someone who looks like you. In that case, that's Central Michigan. You're like, what do you mean Central Michigan looks like us? Well, yeah, go through the years, and Central Michigan looks like you. You look like Central Michigan. Maybe not this year, but that's such a great way to put it. Lobo fan, are you ready for this? Are you ready for the expectations that come with this? How are you going to react as a fan? Are we going to sit here when you beat San Jose State by 3? Well, I guess the answer is yes, because last year when you beat Nevada by 3 or 2 or whatever the number, it wasn't good enough, right? Remember that? We already got there last year. So it wasn't damn good enough. Yeah, this will be fun, dude.
If they can handle their business 3-1 going into the UTEP game October 3rd, first Mountain West game before bye, because that stretch coming out of that bye is tough. At Hawaii, host North Dakota State, who knows what the Bison are going to be.
I think they're going to be good
at this level. And then at San Jose State.
Okay. So it's out of the bye at Hawaii, home for North Dakota State, and there's no bye week right after that trip. So you come home. Okay. I mean, that's tough. And then you go up to San Jose. Yeah. And Kendi Amatololo's teams are usually pretty good, right? They beat you last year up there, right? That was the game where you're all going, how did that happen? At the time, it was, well, they're really good. They got a good quarterback, and they did. And then they were disappointing. Then of all the games you look back on last year, you're like, holy, that's the one that kept you out of the conference championship, right? Because you lost the 2 games in the league. You lost to Boise State and them. All it was. All right, how are you going to handle this? I mean, it's crazy. Have you seen it? When you looked at it, did you kind of rub your eyes a little? Like I said, I've never seen it before. I've been in this market 30 years. We've been doing this show 18 years. The words, the Lobos are favored to win the conference in football have never come out of our mouth. Now, I understand. It's a different league. There is no Boise State, Fresno State, San Diego State. I got that. But this is a league that you are in now. This is where you reside. This is moving forward. That's your league. And you're the favorites. Where you wanted to be, right? Got to feel pretty good. I mean, go pound your chest all summer. What the hell, man? You've won the preseason. Go pound your chest. Kind of cool. I'd love your thoughts. 505-246-0610. 505-246-0610. Your emails come in, Jeff@sportsanimалabq.com. JJ@sportsanimалabq.com. When we get back, what does Shohei Ohtani do that surpassed Bob Gibson and I believe will never, ever, ever, ever be equaled? We'll do that when we get back. How's your yard look? How's your front yard, your backyard? Need a landscape transformation? LaBarge Landscape is who I believe you should call. I did. I'm thrilled that I did. I love my yards. We've got to work on another project right now. LaBarge Landscape is the best at what they do. They've been doing it in this market for 33 years, creating landscapes that people love all over Albuquerque. Family-owned, family-operated, licensed, bonded, insured. That means they do what they say they're going to do. They treat your property as if it's their own. They clean up after themselves. They're really careful about it. They're meticulous. They're detail-oriented, and they are terrific. If you know what you want, maybe it's just a cleanup. Hey, man, could you help me with these shrubs, get those trees out? And what the hell is that over there? They'll do all that for you. If you don't know what you want, you're like, I want to redo my yard, but I'm not sure. They'll come in, talk to you about kind of where you think you want to go, look at your space, and drop sketches until you and your family get that design of a landscape that you want, and you will enjoy it for years and years to come. You're going to love this landscape transformation. Remember, now is the time. Now is the time. You're outside enjoying your landscape. Love where you are. Call LaBarge Landscape. Go to their website, LABARGE, LaBargeLandscape.net. Bounce around the gallery. Look at all the pictures of projects they've done. It's just flat out gorgeous. And then give them a call. 505-345-3000 is the number. 505-345-3000. Whether your project is small or large, the answer is easy. It is LaBarge Landscape.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on, savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales.
All right. Isotopes got beat last night, 12-1. Back to giving up double digits. Bill says, mediocrity, don't know what's come over me. Remember way back on 5-14-26? What was that? The opening drive was talking about whether Sushan would get a championship belt along with the players. Well, mediocrity has fallen 3 lengths back and defensively are now statistically worse at this point in 2025. JJ, did they make any roster moves? Did their pitching get pilfered? Like, what on earth happened?
Sometimes you come back to earth.
Okay. You remember who you are? All right. Okay. All right, Level Baseball won yesterday. They win 13-4 in the Mountain West Conference Tournament elimination game. So now they're into the double elimination bracket. They get the Aztecs today. Lobo Hobo said, is Nevada the most disappointing team in your league? Jeff, I was watching that game with some Pac fans. Were you really? And they were yelling at their club to play some damn D. Nevada was picked to win the Mountain West. So an elimination blew out, and the play-in game has to be a massive disappointment in Reno. And Lobo Hobo's got, like, he gathers, like, when they're playing San Jose, he gathers the San Jose State fans.
He's got a great network.
He does. No, he's got the best network in town. Are they a disappointment? Yeah, you lose the. I mean, if you're picked, and if that's the case, I don't remember who was picked. If they were picked preseason number 1, and they were the 4th seed and went out in the first round, yeah, then yeah, that would be a disappointment. Yeah, that would. Deutsch says he's loving the TV schedule. Never hear this from anybody. Jeff, I've seen more tournament games this year than in the last decade. I think NBC has done a good job. We have games to watch this weekend. How many years has the OD been scratching their heads with no NBA to watch over the long holiday week? I honestly don't. Memorial Day weekend's early this year, right? It's the 22nd. Typically, it's next weekend, and maybe by next weekend, we're not going to have a lot to watch. I'm going to guess the Knicks-Cavs series is going to be over by next weekend, right? If where they play Saturday, Monday, Wednesday, I mean, dude, that may be over. So yeah, it's early, so you get your games. Congratulations and enjoy them. I do believe, and now maybe I'm wrong, but we'll watch. I do believe Oklahoma City, San Antonio is a long series. San Antonio goes home tonight with adjustments that they make. Who you like tonight there? You like the home team because now Oklahoma City is going to have to win one on the road.
Leaning towards San Antonio, but it's which injuries come in, because if you're without Fox and Harper, I'll go with OKC.
All right, so injuries. Jalen Williams, Oklahoma City, evaluated day by day, game to game, left hamstring, according to Shams Charania, who's never wrong. He's undergoing treatment, and it's going to depend on how he feels. He did go with the team to San Antonio. He's expected to be listed as questionable. It'll be a game-time decision for him. But that's a big deal. I don't see a report on either De'Aaron Fox or Dylan Harper for San Antonio. Have you found one anywhere?
Not yet.
I got one from 2 days ago on the Dylan Harper hamstring, which, I know what I saw, dude. Like, there's got to be an update somewhere. And good for them, and I don't expect them to say yes or no. But usually Shams will give you an idea, won't he? And I'm going to guess De'Aaron Fox plays. That's just a gut with me. Like I told you, I thought that if they needed him, he probably would have gone. If they would have lost game one, he probably would have gone game. So if Harper doesn't go and Fox does go, how do you feel? And no Jalen Williams? Because I'm going to guess Jalen Williams in. Because that's a re-aggravation of an injury that kept him out for a long, long time.
I think I would lean back towards San Antonio.
I think that's right.
It's so much of this is availability right now.
I think that's right. The Jalen Williams thing becomes significant. When they were going through, who they go through in the first round? I don't even remember who they go through in the first round. It was, who came out as the 8th seed? It was the Suns. Was it Phoenix? Right, when they walked through Phoenix, that would stop. Okay, they didn't need Jalen Williams. With all due respect to all you Laker fans, when they went through the Lakers, they didn't need Jalen Williams. They're up against a different beast. And I think they need Jalen Williams. All right, we got a sweet deal for you today. We will have some golf at the 9 o'clock mark. Ben Gasparich is going to be with us, the head PGA professional at the beautiful San Diego Golf Club. We'll do that coming up. When we get back, the WNBA has warned the Fever about what? They have Caitlin Clark. They can do anything. Well, then use her. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Roswell and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports.
Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Oh, wait, sorry. It's Friday, but not really yet. Friday of a long weekend. Hope you have big plans. Take a moment to remember why we have Monday off from Memorial Day and remember those who have done so much to protect, fight for our freedoms. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal, Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. 505-246-0610 is how to get in today. Emails Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com, JJ at sportsanimalabq.com. You can hit us on the Meineke San Pedro text line, 505-246-0610. And, of course, on TV, Adrian's producing on the ProView Network's YouTube channel, on our Facebook page, and on Xfinity Channel 26 throughout the state of New Mexico. Knicks beat the Cavs last night. Hey, you know what? Let me hit this real quick. This is kind of cool. JJ, I was reading the story on CBS Sports that I'm going to get to on the Fever. You know who wrote the story? Did you see who wrote the story on CBS Sports? Isabel Gonzalez. How about that, dude? Good for her. Local girl, now writing for CBS Sports. I didn't know she was writing for them. Did you?
Yes, she's been there a couple years now.
I guess I didn't know that's where she was. Awesome. Covering the WNBA. Knicks beat the Cavs last night, 109-93. 2-0 is that series. Hockey, Montreal wins in Raleigh. They beat Carolina 6-2. We've talked about the Kyle Busch passing. If you want to get in on that, you're certainly welcome to. A little baseball, 13-4 over Nevada to advance into the main bracket. They will play San Diego State today in the conference tournament. And the Topes get beat 12-1 by Las Vegas last night. Same 2 tonight here on the Sports Animal. Tomorrow at the ball pitch, Charleston Battery in town to take on New Mexico United in USL play. And Lobo football is the betting favorite at many of the sports books to win the Mountain West Conference. Football. Tell me when you've heard that statement come out of anybody's mouth in your life, said Vern Lund.
Never.
All right. Indiana Fever has Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is the biggest draw in their sport, WNBA. They were playing in Portland, or playing the Portland Fire the other night. And Caitlin Clark was not on the injury report. And look, people buy tickets. She might be the third. You know, yesterday I told you, and I would. I'd like to go see her play. I told you there's probably 2 athletes right now that I would go out of my way to buy a ticket to go see in person. I got to see Victor Wembanyama this year. He's one of them. I want to see Shohei Ohtani play. I would love to see him a game where he pitches. And Caitlin Clark's probably one of them too, right? Certainly a lot of people do, right? If she is on the injury report as required by the league, if she's questionable, then maybe you don't buy tickets. But the Fever did not list her on the injury report, then they sat her out. That's an issue, man. If you brought your kid, especially you got a little, it doesn't have to be a girl, but I mean, you got your kid, and what if you took Austin, man, and he was a big Caitlin Clark fan, and we're going to the game, and you bought your tickets and you traveled, and wait, there she is. Oh wait, where is she? See her in that pantsuit right there. She's wearing that blazer right there, sitting on the. Wait, what? That sucks, right?
Yes, and in this situation, you would have been SOL anyway, because apparently it was a game day injury that popped up for her. So,
but they didn't put her on the injury report. When the injury report due? That's what they're saying. Game. Okay, So the WNBA has issued the Fever a warning for leaving Caitlin off the injury report ahead of their game. They won 90-73. They played a bad team. Fever didn't announce that Caitlin Clark would be missing from the game until 5:20 Eastern time, which was less than 2 hours before tip-off. She wasn't on the pregame injury report. There had been no prior indication from anybody that she wouldn't play. Their head coach said in a pregame press conference that she sat out of Tuesday's practice because her back was stiff. That raised questions about why then put her on the injury report. If her back's stiff and she sat out of practice, then maybe she's not going to play tomorrow, right? Why wasn't she listed on the injury report? That violates WNBA rules. The rule states that by 5 p.m. local time, the day before a game, other than on days of back-to-back, teams must designate a participation status and identify a specific injury, illness, or other medical condition or other reason for any player whose participation in the game may be affected for any reason. That's how it works. I mean, I don't know, JJ, day of the game, she sat out practice yesterday, her back sore. Throw her on and say she's questionable. Right? Seems easy. I mean, it's not like you're hiding something. You're playing a crummy team, Portland Fire. Was it a home game? Are they trying to get the gate? After the game, the coach said, not everyone who doesn't practice or gets a pro day is on the injury report. That happens all the time. She wasn't on the injury report either because we expected her to play. All right. She's listed as probable now ahead of the game against Golden State. I was listening to people lose their mind yesterday that load management has hit the WNBA. Oh my goodness. Well, first of all, maybe it has, maybe it hasn't. Why would you expect it to not? The WNBA emulates so much of what the NBA does anyway, right? They model so much of what they do, how they do things after. Why would
that was the home game?
It was a home game, right? Yeah. So they wanted the gate, right? But why would you expect load management to not hit the WNBA? It's their stars. It's their. I mean, this didn't surprise me for a second. Especially with her injuries coming off that she missed the whole back end of last season, right? I expect her to miss a bunch. So, all right, there's that. Then there's this. And I think this is a big. Matthew Stafford got a new JJ. This is as much money as $55 million is. That's market value, right? For a guy, he was the MVP.
For an MVP quarterback?
Yeah. Matthew Stafford, the Rams, Thursday, 1 year, $55 million extension. Could rise to as much as $60 million with incentives. So now he's tied to the Rams for the next 2 seasons at $105 million. I don't know. There's 2 ways to look at this, and maybe there's a little truth in both. One of them is, dude, I got an NFL MVP quarterback. Maybe we talk to him. He wants to play 2 more years. I'm locking him up, and I'm paying him what he's worth. And I believe we're going to win a Super Bowl in the next 2 years because look at my damn roster. And we're going to do it with this guy, and we're going to tie him up, and he's going to stay around. The other way to look at it is, boy, we really upset Matthew when we took Ty Simpson, not only because we took Ty Simpson at 13, which is going to be the guy that we think will replace him, but we didn't utilize that pick to add another weapon, to give him an opportunity to be better, to find him another receiver. And now we got to make him feel good and big chunk of money. Here's a stack of bills that's going to make you feel better. It's got, I cheated on you. Let me buy you a big diamond ring. I don't know which one's true. Maybe there's a little bit of both, but it kind of feels like the Rams did the right thing here.
I don't buy the second one as much.
Okay.
Because at some point, even if you're coming off an MVP season that Matthew Stafford is, I think the back being 38, like you're not playing 10 more years.
Right.
So they already have a team that they believe can win a championship with you at quarterback. They trust you. Was it shocking that they picked Ty Simpson? Sure, but guess what? They're telling you that Ty Simpson, barring injury, is not playing for the next 2 years. Matthew Stafford's team.
I think there might be a little bit of both to it. I think it's more of the former. I think it's more, let me make sure that we're good for the next couple of years moving forward. And I think that's where that goes. Can I big picture this? All right, let me. Do you believe the Rams will win a Super Bowl in the next 2 years? It's hard to predict that, right? There's 32 teams, a million things can happen. I know.
They are Super Bowl contenders.
Okay.
In the next 2 seasons.
So for the purpose of this conversation, and maybe we don't even need to preface it this way, but let's say if the Rams win another Super Bowl with Matthew Stafford, and since we love ranking quarterbacks and all this and who's the best, if you start putting quarterbacks of this generation, Brady will be number one. But after that, there's Breeze and Roethlisberger and Rodgers and Manning's probably in there, right? And all these guys that he was not considered to be of their ilk when he was in Detroit. He is now an MVP. Not a 4-time MVP like Rodgers, but he's won as many Super Bowls as Rodgers. But if he wins another Super Bowl, where do you put him after the Brady? I guess Manning will probably always be considered maybe a little above him, and they'll both have 2. Roethlisberger, Rodgers, with those guys. Does he pass?
He's top 4.
Did he pass Rodgers?
Absolutely.
I think so, too.
Talent-wise, he's just as good as Aaron Rodgers. And then you'd have the edge in the resume.
Because he's got, would he?
If he gets another one.
But he'd only have 1 MVP, and Rodgers would have.
I'm not worried about MVPs. We all watch these dudes play. I don't need an MVP trophy to validate what we've seen with some of these guys.
As we sit here right now, do you know that they played within 3 games of each other? Rodgers played 242, Stafford 239. Stafford has more passing yardage by over 1,000, but Rodgers has way more passing touchdowns. 507 to 423. Matthew Stafford's thrown way more interceptions, 196 to 116. Rodgers had a better completion percentage. Rodgers had a better passing rating. Rodgers has more rushing yards and more more than double the rushing TD. Rodgers' stats are a little bit better. They are better. But I think your point, Rodgers has 4 MVPs. Stafford has 1. Both have 1 Super Bowl champion. But if Stafford, and I think the other piece of this is I think you'll go, well, Rodgers always played on better teams. Stafford lingered in Detroit with bad teams for all those years. What about Ben? Where would you put him with Ben? And if I'm forgetting someone, let me know.
I'd take him over Ben Roethlisberger.
I would too. Yeah. What if he doesn't win another? Is he still? I guess Philip Rivers would have to be the other guy that's thrown in here.
I think he's just outside that mix.
Drew Brees?
I think another Super Bowl, you'd say, all right, what the level he's playing at this point in his career, what he did, the 12 years in Detroit, able to be that competitive, and rack up the numbers. And that was when the Lions were awful.
Yeah.
And then finally getting to a legit system and then immediately winning a Super Bowl and dropping an MVP on him at 38 years old. Yeah, I think that would. Stafford is in that mix already. And I think you can, with those guys out, Brady's locked in. I think Manning's right there.
I think Brady Manning are 1-2.
Is slidable. Then after that, it's kind of what tickles your fancy with these guys.
Yeah, I think Brady and Manning are 1-2, and then I think it's really interesting when you say Stafford, Breeze, Roethlisberger, Rodgers. I think Rivers has to be in the conversation. I know he'll be down because
Eli Manning.
Yeah, Eli's got to be in that. Yeah, Eli's got 2. Yeah, I 100%. Is there anybody else that that we're not thinking about? I don't think so. I mean, some people would put Russell Wilson in there, but I think the back end of his career, eliminates him. But do you want to put Russell Wilson in that? Or is he?
I'd Russell a little behind those guys.
Yeah, I would too. I think it's a fascinating conversation when you start, and since we're getting into summer, I'm okay having it. But where would you put Where do you have him now? Like, does he have to win to be considered that? Because I'm going to tell you right now, he's won as many times as Rodgers did and Breeze did.
I think winning puts him ahead of those guys. And then right now, it's just kind of more of which of those dudes did you prefer? And then you rank them. But I think if it's number 2, all right.
This says Mahomes needs to be right behind Brady. I got Mahomes in the next generation of quarterback. I got Mahomes as like the leader of this next gen, the Allens, the Lamar Jacksons, Herberts. I got Mahomes in a different generation of quarterback. Don't you?
Yeah, I think that's kind of fair when you're looking at where Matthew Stafford came in was 2009.
Yeah.
So kind of that last really good era when Brady and Manning were impactful.
All right. No, it's a good conversation. I love your thoughts. 505-246-0610. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Channel.
This report is sponsored by Progressive.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you.
John Thomas Jewelers has moved, and it is a beautiful, beautiful new showroom. 10501 Montgomery Northeast. It's up there between Dion's and El Patron, and they are my jeweler, have been my jeweler since the second I walked in the door. They'll be yours as well. The best service, the best selection, the best experience, and now it's a private space. Largest selection of engagement rings in New Mexico, showcase the way they deserve to be, where you sit down one-on-one, see your ring come to life, and even try your exact design on before it's ever made. There's no pressure. There's no regrets. It's just absolute confidence in one of the most important decisions of your life. John Thomas Jewelers, voted best jeweler in Albuquerque 5 straight years, fastest growing jeweler in New Mexico 3 straight years, and the exclusive home of the No Regrets engagement ring. You design an engagement ring at John Thomas Jewelers, and if she does not absolutely love it, you've got a year to bring it back. They will redesign it at no extra cost. Who does this? John Thomas Jewelers. Go by and see my jeweler. 10501 Montgomery Northeast. It's John Thomas Jewelers, where Albuquerque gets engaged. 505-246-0610 is how to get in today. 505-246-0610. Emails Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com and JJ at sportsanimalabq.com. Ask the question with Matthew Stafford signing the new extension. It is a 1-year extension for $55 million. So the Rams have him for 2 years and $105 million. Where do you have him in that generation? Brady's at the top. I think it's Brady, and I'm pretty sure you have Peyton Manning after that is number 2. Although if you want to debate that, I mean, is that solid number 2?
I think so. Now, that's tough. Peyton Manning stopped playing in 2015.
Okay, so put him in a different generation. I'm down. When Ben stopped playing, Ben, they all cross over, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm saying Breeze, Manning, Brady, Stafford, Rodgers, Rivers, Eli. I mean, does Stafford have to win another one to pass Rodgers? Probably stat-wise, right? 4 MVPs and 1 trophy.
Have to, yeah.
In most people's mind, yeah.
Like if we're just saying definitive, better resume career, then that would put you in front plus the stat.
All right, 505-246-0610. All right, if they're going to, but they're not looking at me to wave them in. I'm trying. All right, we got a sweet deal for you. Yeah, they finally looked over. They're over there having a party out there with their popcorn and doing their thing. What's up? Hey, we got a sweet deal for you today, and it's one that you're going to love. It's Carnivore Popcorn Company. Robert is here. What's up, man?
Yes, sir. Everything. Oh yeah, man. Lots of stuff going on.
I hear you're running a little late, little hectic this morning.
It's my dad, Robert Senior.
Hello, Robert Senior. Good to see you. Have you met Adrian over there holding the bag? You got him holding all the bags?
Yeah, he's my handler.
He's just your bag man. He's just like running around. All right, here's what we got for you today. Carnivore Popcorn, which, by the way, I know how much you love. We've used them every year for the Isleta New Mexico Bowl. We use the different flavors. You go to our website, sportsanimalabq.com. You click on the Sweet Deal logo. You do that at 9 o'clock because they're going to be gone really quick. You spend $30, you get $60 to spend. Like Carnivore and tons of rotating flavors, seasonal favorites. What's going on right now? What's your favorite seasonal flavor for the summer?
For the summer?
What do we got?
You know what? The hot pickle has been a big
People love the pickle stuff.
You know what? It's just, it won't go away. People love it. Demand.
You like it?
I like it. Yeah, we have a really good one. It's a hot pickle flavor.
Does your dad
the hot
like
pickle
it?
is actually more. You know what? He likes everything. You know what? If I throw a bag of popcorn in front of him, he'll eat the whole thing.
I mean, we all do, right?
Yeah.
Nobody says, "Yeah, no, I'm good."
Exactly. Right. And you know that's why we have the smaller containers for portions. People just can't control them.
Let me ask you, the smaller ones. How many? Like how many times should I open that? Like how many turns should that be?
Well, technically, it's 2 servings.
I guess that's all right. So I go down and I'm like, holy bleep. I almost eat the whole thing. So I put it away till a couple hours from now. And then I eat the rest of it. And there's a few scoops left.
I had a lady one time. Her name was Jane Bradley. You ever met Jane Bradley?
I don't know that I have.
Okay. So she was at an event at UNM and I was just getting started. And so I had qualified for the business plan competition. I had scored like 5th place in it. And
Fifth?
anyways.
Look at you now.
I'm the only one in
look at you
business
now.
still.
Look at you, right?
Of all of those people
first through 4th are out of business. Yep. And here you are. Yeah.
My $1,000 check.
Attaboy.
But she calls me back. I put popcorn on everybody's seat. And I said, well, I'm going to make it a market. I got 5th place. I'm still going to market it, right? She calls me the next day. She says, you know, Robert, I'm a classy lady, right? But I'm going to tell you, I got into that sweet green chili popcorn, and halfway home, I had that bag turned up inside out, and I was licking the inside of it. She said, it was so good. And she's been a great, awesome mentor for me.
You know what's crazy on your stuff? Because I get addicted to the flavors, and I get like I sometimes I really like the sweet stuff, and you've got some of the like you've got what the sweet flavors. You got like caramel, and you've got there's like a bizcochito, I want to say, right? And I just addicted. And then there's the salty stuff, right? Then you or the spicy stuff, or I haven't tried the pickle yet.
We got one in here.
Can I try the pickle?
Yeah, we got a hot pickle.
Am I gonna like it? I mean, yeah, I'll try it.
Got a little Carolina Reaper.
What am I new? Like I'll try anything. All right, what's the website so people can go by and take a look at the website and see what you're doing? Because JT wants some. Look at this hot dill pickle. You want some? I'll bring. I mean, can we share this? He's like, I don't know. Look at his face.
He's like, he doesn't want to share. He wants.
No, he can have it. All right, I'll give it to him. What's the website?
Thecarnivore.com.
The THE corn CORNIVORE.com, and people can stop by your spot. And where are you?
3300 Manal, right there, kind of at the corner of Carlisle and Manal. It's right next to Furniture Row.
Okay, and you're right there. This is great for gifts, for parties. It's graduation season. You're like, what are we going to put out for all the? Oh, I know. Go to Carnivore today and load up for your party this weekend. You got a Memorial Day event coming up. This is a hit. Everybody loves it. They come in tins and bags and sampler packs, so you can get the big giant bag and go nuts. And that'll be 2 servings. You can go like the little snack size right here. What is this? This is 3 ounces. This is a good size. I go
you know,
like crazy.
Graduation season's been awesome this year. I mean, we customize labels, so our phone's been ringing off the hook for graduation.
You do that for us, don't you? Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's our kind of our claim to fame. You know, we like to collaborate. We don't just want to put our stuff out there and just get the credit. We want to collaborate because that way we can, your marketing dollar goes further. My marketing dollar.
Well, this is local company done well, and by the way, the product is phenomenal, and it's the top of their profession. Go by and see them. It is thecarnivore.com. It is our sweet deal. You go to our website, sportsanimalabq.com. Do it at 9 o'clock. Click on the sweet deal logo. You spend $30, you get $60 to spend on popcorn, different flavors. The sweet stuff is the stuff that just gets me, man. I just eat it like candy. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Enjoy the weekend. Thanks for coming by. Congratulations on your 5th place finish and your $1,000 check and all your success.
All right. Thank you very much.
Great to meet your dad. It's Carnivore, the Carnivore, and it's our sweet deal. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, Sports Animal.
This message brought to you by Sandia Golf Club.
It's more than just golf at Sandia Golf Club.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan. I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of Celebrity Green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell.
Time since my computer's completely frozen again. Yeah, buddy. Adrian, I'm resetting.
Oh, if you got your funky bus fare.
Oh, we just had a popcorn draft. I took a lot of the sweets. You took a lot of the spices, huh?
It was pretty even.
Yeah. All right, 505-246-0610. Adrian, I'm working on getting that feedback up for you. My computer just took a poop, and so I'm trying to clean it up and change the diaper. You know what I'm saying? All right, Lobo baseball yesterday wins in Arizona, first round of the conference tournament. As we've been telling you, 13-4. We get a first inning home run to get out early. Los Lunas' Ryan Castillo was the starting pitcher. And after the Lenny Ashby home run early, Castillo goes 5 1/3, gave up 4 runs. Cooper Cochran goes 3 1/3 in relief, gave up 1 hit, struck out 4, and did not give up a run. Next up, the Lobos and San Diego State, the top seed in a double elimination first round match. It is the opening drive. He's JJ Buck. I'm Jeff Symbieta. 505-246-0610 is how to get in today. Fred, good morning. You're on the Sports Animal. Hello, Fred.
Hey, Jeff. Hey, but you already said about half of what I was going to say, but you know what was really cool is that we still have Mogen to pitch today, and if you remember against San Diego State, he beat them 5-3.
Well, the Lobos swept the Aztecs. So,
pardon me?
Lobos swept the Aztecs earlier this year.
Yeah, we swept them, and he beat them 5-3. And the thing is that Cooper Cochran. That guy is amazing. He started where it all started was against Nevada back in that last game we played Nevada during the season when we beat him 9-7. He pitched 5 innings of 2-run ball on 2 hits and 3 strikeouts, and then that Barnhouse added 3 innings of scoreless innings of relief. And I'm just saying, the guy, what's really cool is that we have Mogen going with us now. Cochran won't be able to pitch because he threw too many pitches over the game. But anyway, it looks like we have a good chance to get by San Diego State because of that reason. Because Mogen's already gone against him, knows what to do, and what's kind of cool is that Walker and Karras and Cochran all made second team All Mountain West, and you could see how good they played. And then, of course, the guy that made first team All Mountain West, was Castillo. So all the guys that actually were honored by that Mountain West all did real good in the weekend. So anyway,
that's good.
I think we have a good chance. I think that we have Barnhouse to be the backup guy since Cochran won't be able to, and I think we can win another game, and hopefully, who knows what's going to happen after that. But anyway, congratulations to the Lobos. It was funny, too. We only hit 48 home runs, but home run ball was big yesterday for us. 2-run homer and a 3-run homer, and so that was kind of cool, too.
Yeah.
So,
all right, enjoy
anyway,
that. Yeah, enjoy the
that's
weekend.
All, guy.
That's good. Thanks, Fred. The other thing that Fred didn't hit on, it was the Lobos' first win in the conference tournament in 9 years. Last time they did it was May 25th, 2017. First time under Todd Brown the Lobos have won in the postseason. Snaps a 5-game losing streak in the Mountain West Conference tournament. And again, hurdle by hurdle. I get it. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it is a gigantic, huge accomplishment. But it is a first step. You got to get over the hurdles that have been kicking you in the backside, and they had not won any of these games. And so JJ to get over the hump and win the first one, you can't win the second until you win the first in this format.
Yeah, I think it's a big step for these teams when you get to postseason play and you take that first step. You get in the double elimination bracket, and the way the Mountain West has been this season, there's not one team you immediately look at and say, well, they're not going to be someone that you can't beat.
I think that's right. I think that's right. Dude, I'm looking at the North Texas Instagram, and they are showing off their Isleta New Mexico Bowl championship ring. It's really, really cool. And they put they just got their rings back, and they got the trophy design on there. It's really, really cool. Championship rings are always really cool. But for their season at 11, what they finished 12-2 now? Yeah, 12-2. And winning the bowl game, 12-2 and ranked 25th in the country. Yeah, those are really, really wow. All right. 505-246-0610. Emails Jeff@sportsanimalabq.com, JJ@sportsanimalabq.com. When we get back, we can talk a little bit about the college football playoff conversation, where the SEC is, because it really lies at the SEC now. If they decide to go to 24, I think we're going to 24. They're holding out, but they're kind of split on their coaches. Their meetings are in Destin this week. I feel 24 is too many. I think 12 is working. 16 feels like a lot. 24 is a massive, but Big Ten's pushing for that. I'm curious where you all are on that. You can get in on the Lobos being favored in the Mountain West Conference for football, which, again, when have we ever said that? I think the answer is never. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Channel.
This report is sponsored by Progressive
The question
Insurance. Keep your career moving forward.
We would like
with
to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all.
Any of the other rivalries? Do you got a better rivalry in this league? Currently, of the most recent iteration of the Mountain West. If there was, you were to say New Mexico's got a rival, would it be San Diego State?
It would be San Diego State. with the success in basketball and the track record, the time, the extent of it. That's the only. The one thing with the Mountain West, even with its different iterations, the track record, didn't really see many rivalries evolve in the conference. Okay, UNLV played Nevada, but
yeah.
Other than that, Boise State probably never felt like anyone was their rival.
No, they think they're above everybody. Yeah. Although Fresno State thinks Boise State's their rival. Fresno's thought, I mean, they got San Diego State and San Jose State. I just don't know that there was any, as far as fan rivalry feeling, and what does that mean? I mean, the amount of crap that was talked between those two fan bases on social media was insane. I don't know if San Diego State would consider New Mexico their rival, but I think New Mexico would consider San Diego State.
And I think it changes based on sport.
Yeah. I think that's probably right.
Do you think Grand Canyon become that moving forward?
In basketball?
I think it would be Grand Canyon, UNLV.
I think UNLV, certainly. Because football and basketball.
Just where you get that buzz from the fan bases.
Yeah, I think football and basketball is going to matter to the Lobo fan. At least the way the current landscape is. And I got to believe UNLV is going to get better in basketball. As long as Steve Alford's at Reno, there'll be a little bit of that. But after that, what's going to be there? Maybe there's something with Wyoming. I don't know. If there was going to be, there would be. Yeah, and the UTEP thing will be interesting to see how that. UTEP's got to get better at something before it becomes a rivalry. Don't you think?
Yes. What happened in the past, it's nice memory.
Yeah. All those people, it was a long, long time ago, man. It's been 25 years since New Mexico and UTEP have been in the same league. Steve says, Mountain West Championship tally. Good morning, Jeff and JJ. Sad to see the Mountain West Conference as we come to know it coming down to the end. I've many times heard some of your listeners infer that UNM hasn't been competitive in the Mountain West Conference. It's my belief that UNM fans should be proud of how our student athletes have competed as student athletes. I've tallied combined regular season conference championships for a few schools. Since the 99-2000 season, the inception of the Mountain West Conference, UNM has won 102 championships. San Diego State's won 106. Colorado State, 66. After those three schools, who comprise the remainder of the legacy membership, no other school was close. An amazing stat is BYU, during their short 11 or 12-year membership, amassed 132 champions. I realize that if Utah, TCU, BYU had remained, then these stats would be quite different. Some may ask how these standings hold up with current configuration. UNM still finishes second behind only SDSU. I anticipate some of your listeners saying, well, UNM wins a lot of cross-country and track championships. Most schools participate in sports they excel in. SDSU wins a lot of swimming, softball, and soccer titles. CSU excels in track and field and volleyball, etc. If I'm not mistaken, UNM is the only institution of the Mountain West to win a NCAA title in any sport. UNM has 3 national championships, skiing, 2024, and 2 cross-country championships. I'll miss the current configuration of the Mountain West, but be proud, Lobo fans, our student athletes have represented well on the field and academically. We're having that conversation. Thank you, Steve, for that note. We're having that conversation the other day. Has anybody else in this league won a national title? It was only New Mexico, right? In track and field, and then in cross-country, and then in skiing. Yeah, I think that's right. But is the current configuration, so his tally is San Diego State 106 and New Mexico 102. I told you this so many times. The reason New Mexico got left behind was football. You were competitive in everything but football. You are a research institution. You are a good television market. You are a easy place to get to. Like everything checked the box except for the biggest box to check. And that was football. And that was investment in football. That was success in football. And you can decide which comes first. And it's, I think, a pretty easy argument. You have to invest to be good at it. And now here you are, and you're the favorites in your new league. And you're like, oh, hey, we are good in football. Yeah. But where were you the last decade? No, when you see a note like that and you go through it all, JJ, it's telling. I mean, New Mexico has been competitive in this, but it was about football. Rod says Jefferson and Vegas in July. Maybe things will heat up as the season approaches, but there seems to be less interest going into Mountain West football since the league began 20 plus years ago. Is the OD even going to Vegas this year? I think so. I don't know that I'm going to bring back all those interviews. Dan, real quick, we got a minute for you. Go. What's up, Dan?
I'm not happy about this Stafford thing, bro. He's a pain in my what,
Good.
bro. I was hoping that he would retire.
Yeah, he will.
2 more years of this guy? Oh, my gosh, bro. Okay, all right. He's a beast, bro. Okay. Well, but I still think the Super Bowl, the road to the Super Bowl goes through the NFC West. You agree?
I do. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're on the same page about that, Jeff. You guys have a very safe weekend, and be kind. And remember, love will win. See you guys later.
See you. Yeah. Seahawks fans not happy that Matthew Stafford's going to be around for a couple more years. Imagine that. All right, Bourne is in on the college football playoff. He said college football playoff 24 equals NCAA 76. I feel the same about both. Let's get rid of the conference tournaments and start the playoffs a weekend early. Well, if they go to 24, the plan is to get rid of the conference championship. Start the playoff. What will that mean? We'll see. All right, we're going to talk some golf when we get back. Looking forward to catching up with Ben. We're going to look back on last week's PGA Championship. Look ahead, the next major, which is coming up on Father's Day weekend. That'll be the U.S. Open. The Byron Nelson is going on. You got some big names at the Byron Nelson, which is going on right now in McKinney, Texas. And we will get you a golf tip because it should be a beautiful weekend, and hopefully you have a tee time or two, and maybe Ben can help improve your game. So we'll do that. Then we'll jump back into open topics from the Knicks to the Cavs, to the Spurs and Thunder tonight, to Matthew Stafford, to Lobo Baseball, to Lobo Football being the favorites, wherever you want to go. 505-246-0610. As we wind down to Memorial Day weekend, Aaron Rai, where did he come from? Talk to the head PGA professional at San Diego Golf Club, Ben Gasparich, next on the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more.
ANML, the sports animal. Now it's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
The PGA Tour is in Texas at Craig Ranch, TPC Craig Ranch. The Byron Nelson. Taylor Moore is your leader. He has just been caught by Kenichi Hirata, -10 as they play the second round. Jesper Svensson is at -9. You got some names up there like Brooks Koepka. He'll go off later this morning. He's 2 strokes back. Scotty Scheffler's in this tournament as well. You got a lot of names the week after the PGA Championship. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Beautiful weekend coming up. Hopefully you have your tee time. SanDiegoGolf.com. You can see what they've got available. I'm going to guess there might, I don't know, Ben will tell us. Check in with the head PGA professional at the beautiful San Diego Golf Club. Ben Gaspers joins us. Hello, Ben. How you living?
Guys, how we doing? Doing good.
Anything left on the tee sheet for this week? You all booked up?
You know, it's pretty busy out here, but you know, we can get you out for an afternoon, kind of around, enjoy the 3-day weekend for sure.
All right, it's SanDiegoGolf.com. That's how you find all that. I want to look forward, but man, Aaron Rai last week, it would have been a hell of a tournament if it wasn't for him. You got big names all over the place, and then people are going, wait, who is this dude? Aaron Rai's been floating around and been really good for a long time. And the PGA tends to be the one where guys that maybe your casual golf fan hasn't heard of. Alex Smalley was right there tied for second. This is, Rich Beam won his major here. But I thought Aaron Rai, this wasn't, sometimes I watch a golf tournament, I'm like, dude, that guy lost the tournament. This one, I'm like, nope, Aaron Rai won. And on a course where, I don't know, a local PGA pro told JJ that it would go 20 under. Don't remember who that was. 9 under was phenomenal.
No, 100%. I mean, he like you said it perfectly. He won that golf tournament, that back nine. I mean, he came up, hit every shot he needed to. Obviously, making the putt on 17 or 16 or 17 there on the par 3 to kind of seal it. But happy for him, and he got a pretty cool story with just kind of his upbringing and everything, kind of getting into the game. And like you said, he's been a player. I mean, he's played in, I think, every major the last couple of years, and been a player, top 50, top 100 player in the world. Hasn't quite broken through. So for him to get his moment like that was pretty cool. Obviously, it was a tight leaderboard kind of the entire week, so I think everyone was hoping for a little bit more kind of excitement coming down the stretch. But he went out there and took it from everybody for sure. So it was cool to see him perform like that and really not falter like you sometimes see with some of those guys that hadn't been there before.
Then explain, people always say it changes your life. Explain what winning a major means to any pro, but a guy that, it's always, as you're stacking them, it's one thing, right? But for a guy like Aaron Rai, people say, it's going to change his life. And he's like, nah, dude, I'm going to Chipotle because I like Chipotle. How does it change his life?
100%. I think it's cool to see that he's, at least as of now, kind of trying to do the same things that he was doing kind of before it. But you just talk about the exemptions alone, getting into all the majors for the next 5 years. You got your card for the next 5 years. And it just takes a big stress off of you of kind of knowing, as a guy like him, he was still probably, still top player in the world, so he wasn't necessarily struggling for starts, but he gets to pick his schedule, do what he wants to do for, time to come, and it takes that kind of burden off of, I need to have a good year, I need to finish strong, I need to get to the FedEx Cup. It's, you're set now for the next 5 years, and you can really kind of play the stress-free golf, which I think is probably the hardest part about, making it and being out there on tour. I mean, that's their job, that's their livelihood. If they don't play well, they don't make money. So when they're, to have that kind of relief and have that safety blanket of you're good for the next, 5-6 years, and you can really kind of parlay that into something, potentially more, winning other events, competing with other majors. I think you see some of these guys that do win their first one, and you kind of never hear from them, but you see some of these guys like Koepka and Scotty when they did it. I mean, not necessarily saying he's the same type of player, but they kind of get freed up and they go on these runs, and, they're now, household names in the game of golf. So I think it kind of really just opens up a lot of opportunities for him, and more importantly, just takes that pressure off of his back, that kind of monkey off his back.
Each of these majors has their own style, kind of the own expectations that goes into it. What did you think of the way that the PGA addressed this course, kind of how they set it up over the tournament, where it was challenging, but you were still able to kind of have your big moment?
Yeah, 100%. I think obviously having a tour event there 5-6 years ago, and everybody shooting a bunch under par, it definitely kind of, I think, and you had all the media, maybe some local pros themselves talking about how these guys were going to kind of tear it up. And then I think the PGA kind of heard that, and they said, we're gonna make these pins hard, we're gonna make this golf course difficult. And I think the biggest thing that some people are talking about, but the wind direction the first 2 days was not the prevailing wind direction that they had out of that golf course, and made a lot of those hard holes even harder. And so I think that's why you saw those scores kind of as high as they were. People struggled as much as they did because conditions on that golf course were tough those first couple of days, and you saw some more better scores over the weekend and guys making some more birdies. But they definitely kind of I think the expectation coming in, I think there's a lot of chatter that this is going to be another one of those golf course tournaments where 20 under par, 15 under par is going to win. And I think the PGA took that a little bit personal, and it was cool to see them kind of have a little bit of a different style of a course, because typically, like you said, that PGA Championship is kind of that easiest course for a major. It's the easiest kind of one, and so for them to have kind of that U.S. Open setup, I think guys, everyone enjoys that. People watching on TV, it's fun to see them struggle a little bit and make bogeys, make double bogeys, and kind of relate a little bit more to them for your everyday golfer. So it was fun. I think some of the guys early on in the week were complaining a little bit, but I think you heard a lot of those guys towards the end of the weekend, and how they were. It was a fair test of golf. It was a good test of golf, and it was set up to where the best players in the world were right there. So I don't think there was anything necessarily wrong with it, and it was kind of fun to have something a little bit different for sure.
Ben Gaspers is the head PGA professional at San Diego Golf Club. He's with us. And so for people who don't really get it, all right, so you maybe thought they were going to go 20 under because what they did in the past. And you talk about setting up a golf course. Briefly explain that, because there's times I go out and I'm like, man, the greenskeeper was in a crappy mood. How does he put the flag right there, right? But there's a lot of ways to set up a golf course that it can play easier, whether it's from the rough to the speed on the greens to where the flags are to how tight the fairways are. Explain, maybe I just did, how you can make that golf course play as tough as it did.
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously the rough, everyone saw how penalizing the rough was. Being sick, I think they got a good amount of rain a couple kind of weeks leading up. And I think that's the other thing too. You get these East Coast, courses that are used to getting rain, and they're not necessarily, they don't have the best technology and stuff to kind of get them to dry out. So you have to kind of be a little bit cautious and not let them get, too firm. And then when they didn't get any rain kind of during the week, and you get those winds cooking 20, 30 miles an hour each day, the golf course gets really dried out, gets firm. Those greens get firm and fast, and then that rough's as thick as it is. it's just hard to kind of control your golf ball. And I think that's the biggest thing, with the pros. Length is, obviously no longer really an issue for a lot of these guys with the golf rollback and everything like that. So when you can have them, make it to where fairways are tough to hit, greens are hard to kind of, be receptive, and they're not easy to read. And that's the way that you can kind of make these golf courses hard for these guys. So to have narrower fairways, thick rough, and then have kind of tricky greens. And then they didn't have, a first cut out there at Aronimink this last week. It was kind of all just
stuff,
it was fairway to rough. And so that was, that makes it tough for your miss. It's not nothing slowing it down until it gets into that thick stuff. And then that first, foot or two of that rough was brutal, as we saw all week. So I think a couple of different things that they did that, a lot of courses are having to do nowadays, where it doesn't matter how far you put them back. You got to make it, tactical and make people think a little bit and have them kind of get creative to hit golf shots into greens, because if you just make it long, it doesn't really matter anymore for these boys.
Yeah. Hey, did Rory overreact? Rory had a patron. I say patron because that's the Masters. Did Rory react? Fan. It was like, I think the 16th hole. Rory was in the rough, chip. It rolled into the trap. He was pissed. Guy yelled at him, USA, and he bleep-viewed him and had the guy thrown out. Did he overreact?
I mean, we've seen it a lot out of Rory the last couple of years, and I don't blame him. I'm sure he catches it a ton throughout his career, and I think he's at the point in his career where there's a lot of guys on tour that probably feel like they can't really do anything because they're worried about, getting fined or whatever it may be. And Rory kind of being that leader, being that guy for that tour that's, stood up, been vocal over the last couple of years, starting back with all the live stuff and going forward. I think, at least to me, it seems like he feels like it's kind of his duty a little bit to try to kind of stand up for some, the guys out there on tour. So I think that's kind of what that is, at least from my eyes. I think, does he get a little bit emotional sometimes with some of that stuff? Maybe over the top? Yeah, probably. But I think that, I think he takes, pride in kind of representing the PGA Tour players. And I think that's kind of his way of, hey, I know this is probably not just happening to me. It's probably happening to a lot of the Europeans that are out here today, and maybe even some of the other guys. And, we don't want to, we don't want that to determine the golf tournament. We want, the play to determine the golf tournament. So you don't necessarily probably need to bleep this, bleep that, and do, get after the guy, but you could definitely, I don't have a problem with him sticking up for himself and sticking up for those guys out there on tour.
All right. Ben Gasparich, the head PGA professional, San Diego Golf, is with us on The Sports Animal. You got a tip to make us maybe a little bit better?
Yeah, I think something that, not necessarily, a tip, but also just kind of a way to kind of think about golf when you're swinging. I think everybody, especially when you're starting out, everybody wants to hit the golf ball. Everybody wants to swing hard. Everyone wants to kind of, everything you do in life is you have to put force behind it to kind of get it to go farther. Where in golf is more of a rhythmic timing kind of a sport. And so I see so many people with lessons or out here on the driving range just hitting balls that are, they nice slow backswing and then super aggressive support and a downswing to try to hit the golf ball. So trying to have more of a rhythmic kind of timing with that, and feel like that just the gravity and kind of the width of your arms is what's generating the power for that downswing, and you're not adding any extra power to it. And you'll find that you hit it a lot more solid. And the ball will actually go a lot farther, because hitting it in the center of the face makes the ball, that's the thing that's going to make the ball go the farthest. So swinging an extra 5-10 miles an hour, just trying to swing out of your shoes, you're probably not going to hit it in the center, and you're probably not going to hit it, where you're looking. So feeling like when you get to the top of that backswing, that gravity and then the width of your arms is kind of what's taking that club down to the ball, and then that's what's generating that power to get out to the, on your longer shots especially. I think when doing that with people I've worked with and just amateurs around the state, that really starts producing a lot more of a consistent golf swing, and it makes it a lot more fun to be out there playing golf.
Let the club do the damn work. You don't have to kill it.
Exactly. Let it get it in the air. Let it use its power. That's what these golf clubs are pretty dang good nowadays. So let them. You're paying a lot of money for them, so let them do what they're supposed to do.
All right, what's going on at San Diego Golf Club? How can people get in on it?
Heck yeah, like I said, holiday weekend, coming out and hanging out, grills open, golf course is in great shape, and we're kind of coming into summer here now. So you said SanDiegoGolfClub.com, checking out for tee times and stuff, and then all of our junior programs starting up here soon as the summer's going along, and all that's on the website as well. So we hope to see everybody out and enjoying their summer out here at San Diego.
All right, enjoy the weekend. Great conversation, Ben. Appreciate you. We will catch up with you guys next week.
Sounds good, guys. You guys have a good weekend.
Be well. Ben Gasparich, the head PGA professional at San Diego Golf Club. Let the golf club do the work.
How about that?
Everybody wants to swing out of their damn shoes. We all do. Then you watch these guys, even the ladies, right? They just have these beautiful, smooth swings. They look effortless. The ball goes forever. Yeah. All right, 505-246-0610. We were having a conversation earlier about where does Matthew Stafford rank? Where would he rank if he win another one? It's kind of interesting that this morning, when did this come out? Yesterday. Fox Sports put out their list of top 10 quarterbacks of all time. Wonder how you feel about this list. I'll give it to you next. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This is Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66, built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing.
Bernalillo County Department of Behavioral Health Services, Santa Fe County, their DWI program, Sandoval County, Glasheen Vaya as an intermittent injury lawyer, San Diego Resort and Casino, and the New Mexico Department of Transportation are all partnering for you to have a safe ride this Memorial Day weekend. Take advantage of the safe ride option instead of driving under the influence during the celebrations in which alcohol consumption is common. So rather than drive under the influence, from 10 o'clock this morning through 2 a.m. on May 26th, Bernalillo County and Sandoval County residents can open your Uber app. Under the vouchers, add the code NMMD, New Mexico Memorial Day, NMMD 26, NMMD 26. By using that code, riders will receive a credit of up to $10 off of 2 trips. Maximum number of trips available is 2,500, so it's first come, first served, and the credit can be used for rides only, not Uber Eats. And the discount does not cover tips. Remember that. Code is NMMD26. Take advantage of that. It's the opening drive, Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. All right, so this was timely to this conversation. I just stumbled across this. We were having a conversation earlier with Matthew Stafford getting a new deal with the Rams. 1 year, $55 million. Now he's tied to the Rams for the next 2 years for $105 million. Where is Matthew Stafford? We were talking in his generation of quarterbacks, his peer quarterbacks. Breeze, Rodgers, Roethlisberger, certainly Brady is the top of that class. Manning, Eli, that Phillip Rivers, that group. And I don't know that any of us necessarily think Matthew Stafford's top 10 all time. If he wins another Super Bowl, would you have that conversation? So I don't know if you've looked at. Have you looked at the list yet? All right. So before we get into that, what would it take for Matthew Stafford, if anything, to be considered top 10? You think it's just he's really good? He's just not that, right? He's a Hall of Famer, but he's not. Or maybe he sneaks in. I don't know.
I think a second Super Bowl could push him more convincingly into the top 10 for a lot of people.
Okay. Here's Fox's list. And again, you can debate this all you want. I think the top 2 are pretty solid, at least for now. Brady and Montana. Are we good? Mahomes, I think some people have slipping close into that, correct? Okay. 1, 2, Brady, Montana. 3, Peyton Manning. 4, Patrick Mahomes. This is where it starts getting like, okay, now real debatable. Aaron Rodgers, 5. Brett Favre, 6. John Elway, 7. Drew Brees, 8. Johnny Unitas, 9. Dan Marino, 10. Who's left out? Who shouldn't be? Right? First of all, your thoughts when I give you that. Is anybody too high, too low?
I don't think that anyone is necessarily too low, because I think after that top 3 or 4, it's really what style do you like? What was big to you in your years becoming a football fan?
So what, if you go, what's the most important thing? Is it stats? Is it championships? Is it yards? Is it touchdowns? Is it touchdowns to interceptions? Is it, because Matthew Stafford is 6th all-time in yardage. Some people say, well, I don't care about yards. It's too easy to get yards these days. All right. Well, what about touchdown? Well, Matthew Stafford isn't, well, that's not quarterback. That doesn't help. Here, passing touchdown. Matthew Stafford. Do you know Matthew Stafford's 7th in the history of the game in touchdown passes? Do you know who's in front of him? And he's going to pass with 3 more. Do you know who's 6th? And we're not even putting on this list. Phillip Rivers. Brady, Breeze, Manning, Rodgers, Favre, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then Rivers, Stafford, Marino, Roethlisberger, Matt Ryan in touchdown. Well, all right. I don't care about touchdown passes. What do you care about? I think Rodgers, and maybe I'm wrong, he'll never slip because he's got 4 MVPs. And I shouldn't say never slip because somebody's going to pass him. Breeze has 1 Super Bowl, but he's got the yardage. Elway's got 2. I think Elway should be on this list. My eyes told me Marino should be higher, but he won't because he never won one. Right? Let's go to you. What do you think? 505-246-0610. Rudy, good morning. You're on the Sports Animal. Hello, Rudy.
Hello, happy Friday. You know what always skews that is when you're not on a winning team. Was Rivers ever really on a good team? I'm trying to think.
Well, you could argue that Rivers' teams were really good and he never got them over the top. Yeah, there were some good Chargers teams that just never got there.
Yeah, I just never thought they could play enough defense, when he was playing for them, but maybe I'm wrong.
Okay, no, that's why. That's a fair. Rivers, you might say Rivers was Stafford with the Lions his whole career, right?
No, I mean you look at.
You say no.
Matt Stafford had been on the Green Bay Packers or something like that. Who knows how many Super Bowls he might have won?
Well, JJ, you think Rivers was better than Stafford?
Well, I mean, he had a better foundation to start with.
Yeah,
like when he took over being the Chargers starting quarterback, team went 14-2.
Yeah, I mean they were good teams there, Rudy. I don't think his teams were as bad as the Lions.
Okay, well, sometimes he always gets lost in that conversation of best quarterbacks. But I remember when, Rocky Long had to take his team to North Carolina State to play Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, I do too.
That guy was really formidable as a quarterback. And whoever thought, staying on the football topic, that UNM would be picked to win the Mountain West Conference in football?
Well, it's a different time, different league, but even if it was the old Carnation, right, if it would have stayed together, I mean, I think they'd have been picked top 3 and maybe second.
Yeah, I probably would have been Boise State UNM.
Which is crazy.
Well, coaching does make a difference. And finally, I want to see the bats stay hot for UNM. That was the piece that was missing late in the season, and they got it going. But when this team hit, the pitching has been good enough, so why not make a run? And it's here we go. It's the old nemesis, San Diego State. And just because you beat them 3 times doesn't mean you're going to beat them a 4th. And I'm sure San Diego State's been sitting back, licking their chops, going, we want another shot at UNM.
Sure they do.
So it ought to be a great game this afternoon at 1 o'clock. I think it's 1 o'clock our time, isn't it?
That's correct. There? Yeah, 1:05 our time. And they got Steven Strasburg ready to go. They're ace. I'm kidding.
I'll never forget that game when he pitched here in Albuquerque and it was 40 degrees.
Yeah. But he was special now. As a college pitcher, he was special. It's not all that often. People, it transcends who's the number 1 overall pick. He was a special college baseball player.
I went and watched him. He really was. The guy just had all the pitches, Yeah. He had 4 different pitches, and he had command of all 4 of them.
Yeah. All right, man. Enjoy the weekend.
Yeah, you too. Hey, Jeff, I think I got you another board member for the New Mexico Bowl. Give me a shout.
All right, then. I'll talk to you later. All right. So I'm looking, JJ, I'm not, if you want to argue somebody's left off the list, it would be Stafford and Rivers, I imagine. And so to put 2 on, you got to take 2 off, right? If you're here's the list again that Fox put out: 1 Brady, 2 Montana, Peyton Manning 3, Mahomes 4, Rodgers 5, Favre 6, Elway 7, Breeze 8. Unitas is the easy one to take off because you didn't see him play, but I don't know that you can take that whole era out. And Marino 9 or Marino's 10. So if you're putting Stafford and or Rivers on, and it's probably Stafford because he's got a Super Bowl and an MVP. I can't, boy, JT, I don't know that my eyes told me Marino's that good to me. I mean, Marino is the best quarterback to never win a championship that I saw. Who are you taking off if you're putting Stafford on? Breeze?
No.
Can you take Unitas off? I mean, Unitas doesn't hit any of the stats, right? I'm looking at all career stats, but it was a different era. Fran Tarkenton's not on there. Bart Starr's not on there. Some of those great quarterbacks from that era aren't on there. I mean, the game changed in the late 70s and 80s where it just changed. What stat do you value the most? Do you value passing yards, passing TDs, outside of winning championship? What do you value the most?
Playoff wins.
Okay. All right, let's find that one. Do you have that one up? I think that's fair. Now, playoff wins are going to be different era to era too, because they played more rounds, right, now than when Johnny Unitas played.
But it's another thing to add to the puzzle that you're putting together of what makes an all-time quarterback.
Yeah. Tom Brady's got 35, blows everybody away. Do you know what the next number after Brady is? Like the amount of wins. Tom Brady has won 35 postseason games. The next guy on the list is Joe Montana. Any idea? 35 is Brady. Wins, not games, wins.
It's like 20 something.
16. Is that insanity? Peyton Manning's got 14. Elway's got 14. Favre 13. Roethlisberger 13. Terry Bradshaw has 14. It's just insanity.
Yeah, it's not like none of these are necessarily foolproof because you're a high seed. You get a bye. You don't have to win as many games. They didn't play as many playoff games, but I think winning percentage, just opportunities in the postseason, winning a game or two in the postseason, things like that definitely jump out when I'm looking at these quarterbacks.
Yeah, it really, I mean, Brady, 35 and 13, Montana 16 and 7. And I mean, win percentage matters too. Mahomes, if you want to look at win percentage, Bart Starr was 9 and 1, and Mahomes is 15 and 3. I mean, win percentage matters. Now, Peyton was 14 and 13. Was that good? And he won the 14 games. He got there every year. Bradshaw was 14 and 5. We never consider Bradshaw in this conversation, ever. If Kurt Warner would have played longer, I mean, he was 9 and 4 in the postseason. Now, some of this stuff's fascinating when you start looking. All right, 505-246-0610. Your emails come in, Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com, JJ at sportsanimalabq.com, the Meineke and San Pedro text line, 505-246-0610. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now. Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be.
It's on the text line. We're talking about these quarterbacks. And the conversation started with Matthew Stafford getting the extension with the Rams. And where does he rank, not just in the modern era, but or with it amongst his peers in his time, but all time? And then Fox put out their list of all-time best quarterbacks. And this is right on the text line. It says, I think you cannot put an all-time list together without splitting it into 2 categories, like before Super Bowl and after, or before you could break a quarterback into 2 pieces and after you can't touch them. Most people don't even know who the old-timers are, and if they do, have never seen them. I would definitely put Roger Staubach in the top. That's fair. So what if you went pre-1980 and post-1980? Is that fair? So I think Marino fits in there. Staubach, Bradshaw, Unitas, Starr, those guys go Fran Tarkington, those guys go the pre-1980, and then you say modern era, which would be 1980 and beyond, which would include your Marinos, your Montanas, that era of quarterback. Does that feel like a fair cutoff? And 80's got to be a moving target because guys obviously, would supersede that. They're
do you want to hear the answer that no one wants to hear?
Yeah.
I don't think you can have an all-time list.
Okay.
I think you can talk about a handful of players that are the best ever to do something.
Yeah.
But this conversation is too messy to have a true all-time list.
Well, I think it's too messy to have
because of the different style of play.
Yeah. I think people will have their lists, and I think these lists are so subjective. It's the Mike LeBron thing, right?
I think the era conversation is fascinating. I think you can talk about greatest of all time because there's always, whatever sport it is, there's a few dudes that just jump to the top no matter what. Like you put them now, you put them 50 years ago, put them 20 years ago. Like you expect that person to be really good. But when you start getting on your top 10 or top 15 of all time, to me, I'm with you. It's more era specific because there are great players that don't have the stats because they were just asked to do something different in their time.
Well, Bradshaw was never asked to throw the ball like these guys are. I don't know if he could ever not. I know he won 4 Super Bowls. That much I do know. I know we gave the ball to Franco Harris and Rocky Bleier. But yet he had Lynn Swann and John Stallworth to throw down the field to, who made unbelievable plays. Go Google or YouTube some of the Lynn Swann Super Bowl catches. Those are some of the best catches you've ever seen, period. not just of that era, period. Lynn Swan's Super Bowl. Go ahead. Oh, damn, Jeff, those were good. Yes. So I think you're right. You can never have a true list, but everybody's going to have their list in their head. And I think everybody's list will start with Brady, because it doesn't matter what you, how you hold, what stat matters the most to you. When it comes down to it, what stat matters the most? And that's he's got 7 rings and nobody else can touch them, right? And so it's Brady and it's Montana. And after that, here comes Mahomes. This list had Peyton Manning before Mahomes. If you made a list, who's 3? Mahomes or Peyton? Or somebody else? Is Mahomes just incomplete? Is that why he might not be number 3? Because I think
he can be there.
Oh, yes, he can. All right, so now you say compare eras. How does Mahomes live in 1980 or 75 when Staubach was doing it? Well, I don't know. I mean, because he wouldn't be the runaround style. Or maybe he would be. But he'd be getting hit like crazy. How would he endure? I mean, you go back and look at some of the...
He'd absolutely do this. John Elway ran around.
Sure. No, he
if
would
you
be
had the
him.
athleticism, you would do it. I think Elway Mahomes is a solid comparison of trying to look at someone who's playing the game when the passing game necessarily wasn't it for everyone.
Well, and Tarkenton did it before anybody ever did. I mean, Fran Tarkenton was the guy who just ran around. Go back and look at some of his clips, and when he was with the Vikings especially, and he was just different. If you look at this list, the top 10, the 2 guys that you think of being mobile, there's really only 2. It's Elway who sits at 7, and it's Patrick who sits at number 4. Now, back in the day, all these guys would have taken a hell of a lot more hits than they take now, right? And that's where, to your point, it is so impossible to get a true list. How would these guys have endured taking the punishment that Staubach and Bradshaw and Starr and even Marino took, right? I don't know. I mean, I think they would have. You just adjust to your time, right? You adjust to the rule. Well, I mean, how would Mike play it in today's game? Mike would have thrived in today's game. You can't touch it. How would LeBron have played in that time when he got hit? Well, he'd have been fine because he's a big, strong dude. Like, some guys could have played in any era. But you're right. You're right. I just, these lists are always interesting. And when I stumbled across this morning, it just kind of coincided with the conversation we were having about Stafford and I mean, so who breaks this? To me, to take Marino off a list of top 10 quarterbacks, I think is wrong, but then you start going, well, so I think Marino was better than Breeze. Okay, I just do. My eyes told me that. But Breeze did it longer. Breeze won a Super Bowl. Marino did not. Breeze has the all-time mark. Marino does not. I mean, at some point, stats matter. And it almost feels like Unitas was put on here just to handle that era. You know what I mean?
Like, this guy.
The definition of leadership is watching Johnny Unitas get off the team bus. Unitas had an aura and confidence about him at a time when quarterbacks were just beginning to be superstars in the league. In fact, he helped set up the modern passing era with his golden right arm, leading the Colts to 3 championships, winning 3 MVPs. His numbers may pale in comparison to the modern stars, but in the late 50s and early 60s, he dominated the league. I mean, a guy that's won 3 championships and 3 MVPs got to be on the list, doesn't he? If you give me any guy, I don't care what his name is, from the 80s to now, and you say he's won 3 championships and 3 MVPs, he would never come off this list. So Unitas has to be on. Right? Just by credential. Well, yeah, but his stats. Yeah, but they didn't throw the ball back. I mean, you go look at all the top whatevers in the NFL. Everybody's in the last 25 years. Everybody. Except for Marino. Everything else, Marino and Rice are the only guys that still hang around from the 80s. After that, go start looking at NFL records. It's amazing. All right. We'll wrap it when we get back. Get you ready for a long holiday weekend. And I'm going to guess, we have a segment sold here, don't we? 3, 2. We'll wrap you up Still time to get in. 505-246-0610. It is the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Channel.
This is a Westwood One.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we're the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. pros to prep. All your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks. Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Sweet Rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Marty Size in Albuquerque today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area.
Makes sense. When it comes to golf, everybody has the way what they measure it. Obviously, Jeff, you're very talented. I never was. So my measuring when I end a round was I might be +3 or -4, and they go, I thought you sucked. And I said, I do suck. What I do is I count the balls at the end, and I might be in +4 or -3 or whatnot. So we all judge how we go through the day and all that, and so it's fun like that. Now, Jeff, so what's the big story? It's about Bows Up or Woofy or whichever. I don't know if San Diego State had a big cheer like Surf's Up or Calabunga Dude or anything, but I
Where's
knew
the party,
that you would definitely leave off a certain one when you're reading all of the Roll Tides and all that. But yeah, that certain one that we refer to as Rock Chalk, which Teddy Roosevelt.
That's a great one.
Yeah, Teddy Roosevelt, he claimed it to be the best college chant ever because it actually started in the 1800s.
What does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean?
Well, it's tied to Mount Oriat. It's like limestone. So Rock Chalk is, instead of the rock where they dig it up, limestone's very soft.
Okay.
So it's like chalk.
All
so
right.
they had initial chant, but they turned it into Rock Chalk. So the limestone's kind of like chalk and Rock Chalk, and that kind of went with Jay Hawk. So yeah, you go through
Makes
that.
as much sense as any of them.
It was so it was tied. It does have a history of a story there, and goes way back. And going through the airport, and then you can tell true KU people when they say Rock Chalk, and even maybe someday. It was one of the judges recently retired. He was All-American up there. Judge Whitaker.
I'm down
he
with
was
that one.
All-American
I mean,
track.
that one makes sense to me. Yeah. I mean, it's just Rock Chalk, Roll Tide, Fight On.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all good. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what my physical therapist would come in. She played soccer at Texas Tech. So at the end of the session, he'd go guns up, and I go Rock Chalk, and that's how we said goodbye to each other.
Right on.
And
War Eagle.
had
Yeah,
our own
we're out.
thing. Yeah. So it was made of those. So everybody have a great weekend and all that, and enjoy it. And plug along, and good for the Bows, getting that betting favorite, and hopefully
Bows up.
Bows up.
Right.
So
See ya.
yeah, you guys have a good one. Be
All
safe.
right. Where's
Enjoy
the
your
party,
family.
brah? All right. Yeah, where's the party, brah? I know. All right. I like the fact it dates back to the 1800s, and there's something behind it. I always just thought those things were natural, right? You start hearing the stories about that kind of thing, and it's like, this guy wrote it in a newspaper article in 1946, and it stuck, or one coach said it, like Mike Beck does, bows up, and that's how those things stick, and something that's kind of cool and makes sense. And if you like bows up, cool, and if you don't, it'll be around as long as Coach Heck is, and it probably won't be around anymore, right?
It's entirely possible.
Was it Penn State's like We Are, right? That's theirs. We Are Penn State. I think SC does a little bit of We Are SC thing.
It's a lot of We Ares.
Yeah, there's probably that.
That go around. I'm fine. In Bows Up being kind of just a Lobo football specific thing, no problem with it. If you want to have a conversation about maybe changing what comes after everyone's a Lobo, I think that would work. But
Conversation's gone on as long as I've been here.
But it's something that you hear it, and then you decide what you want to say after it, but it's a known thing for fans.
All right, text line. Hey, Jeff, Elway and Marino and a few other quarterbacks were in the 83 class. What about Troy Aikman? He won 3 championships. Yeah, what about Troy? That's to JJ's point, and this one says Bradshaw has 4 championships also. Yeah, look, that's why JJ's point is dead on. You cannot have a Troy. You just can't. Right? I mean, it's going to be what you think, what he thinks, what she thinks, what they think. There is no. I think everybody's got Brady at the top, and then go fight it out.
I know what I would like to do.
What would you like?
You give us the eras,
okay,
and then we put some of those lists together.
All right, and then there's going to be crossovers through the eras, right? You say the 80s, but what about a guy who played 75 to 85? What era is he in? Where's Dan Pastorini? Oh, okay, I don't know, but yeah, I think and even those lists are still going to be subjective.
It all is,
so you're right. There's no true list, and all those guys that you Aikman, Bradshaw, all the guys. You're right. Right? There is no true list. And, you could say, Phillip Rivers, look at his numbers. I just looked at the numbers, though, the top, like the passing leaders, they're all relatively modern era in the top 10, except for Marino, who's 10. I mean, it's Brady, Breeze, Manning, Favre, Rodgers, Stafford, Roethlisberger, Rivers, Ryan, then Marino, Eli, Elway. I mean, right? It was. Thanks to Ben Gasparich. He's the head PGA professional at the San Diego Golf Club. He was with us today. Appreciate his insight. The Herd with Colin Cowherd is next. The Jim Rome Show will follow that. Kenny Thomas comes in with Unfiltered. That will begin at 4 o'clock. Isotopes are in Vegas. You'll get that 8:05 first pitch. And then we're back on Tuesday with award-winning radio. We will start at 7 a.m. Adrian produced on the TV side. Adrian, my friend, have a wonderful long Memorial weekend. Remember the cause. Remember why we have Monday off. Take a moment to pause and remember those who have fallen as we enjoy these freedoms. He is JJ Buck. I am merely Jeff Symbieta. Big weekend?
Huge.
Enjoy it. Have a great, safe weekend, boys and girls. Be good to each other. Please be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. We'll smell you
protection
Tuesday.
for your boat and other outdoor vehicles so you can
We
explore
would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.